There we go.
All right. Okay. So, Keller. Okay. I'm just recording, and I'll put it up. And there's a little station I have called Vigil TV online. So it's Vigil Dash TV. And before I ask you anything, you said you had something on your mind. So what if you were allowed to have a tent in with a few other people around you, a little community? Would you be happy with that? Right. Right. Yeah, they took away the feralist zone on the buses, and they talk about taking away the feralist zone on the train. That's gonna hurt people. So the big question, first of all, let me back up and tell you this vigil. Now you know about the camping ban. You know what I'm referring to when I say the camping. Right. Yup. Yeah, I was just talking to somebody who was telling me about the conditions in the Clackamas County Jail. It was supposed to be just a holding center and is not up to code, and he's worried about going in there. He find there's a lot of reasons that he's afraid, and makes you crazy. Right. Right. Well, so the people sleeping outside, some of them are housed, some of them are houseless, or some in transition. and we're in solidarity because something happened to us. We came together for a political movement at Occupy, and the people holding down that space with the tents where we said, okay, we demand this and that. Those people, a lot of them, were houseless. And then, and I don't mean the influx that came after TPI started preferring people like a shelter, because that's not what we were doing. We had people who were unhoused who were there for political reasons. We had people who came in who learned about the politics after they had the food and stayed for the politics, right? But now, when that camp was dispersed, those are our friends. So those connections weren't there for me before, and now my friends are dying on the street, and I'm seeing firsthand what they're subjected to and this injustice.
See, one thing you gotta realize is this, right? I see it every day when I walk the streets and stuff, right? Is that most of these homeless dudes, they be out there. Okay, so what they drink? Because they got problems. Okay, they pass out on the streets. Okay, that's why the shelters for the kids pick them up and take them to the shelter somewhere where they want to sleep on the streets. Say something, okay, they sleep there on the street sleeping. Somebody, a maniac come by, or these cats that come from a bar, all wild and stuff. They see them, they kick them or something. How they gonna get justified that way? They're gonna say, oh, he's just a homeless person. He's not just a homeless, he's still a man.
Right.
She's still a woman. So you can't justify that.
And how much of this behavior that people seem to be forming hatred around is caused by conditions. I've noticed sleep deprivation. I've known people who self-medicate with heavy liquor that wouldn't otherwise be drinking because they are freezing, they are depressed. There's a lot. They have an abscessed tooth. All sorts of stuff.
That's why a lot of these homeless people go straight to the liquor store or go to the store and buy the beer or whatever, or use drugs, whatever, to eliminate all this depression they have. Instead of them dealing with it, they're going a different route.
Well, where are they going to deal with it anyway? I mean, I can go to a psychiatrist if I need to. I have resources. How is somebody who is living on the street, who's not connected with resources or doesn't find that those resources are helpful, what are they going to do if they have a psychological problem?
Like today, earlier today, right by the Henry building, I'm standing out there, and the gentleman out there told me, the store said, I want to see the FBI. I want to see the FBI now. They didn't try to call nobody to help them out or nothing. See, that's why they always have a psychologist on hand 24 hours a day because of people like that. Okay? Okay. Okay, say dude having a panic attack or he having anxiety. He lost his woman or something. Okay? Okay, how you gonna fix that? He go off. How you gonna fix it? First thing the police gonna do, they gonna shoot him. This is the first thing they're gonna do. Because they're gonna say he's dangerous. He's dangerous to himself. He's not dangerous to anybody else, but he's dangerous to himself. Because he lost somebody he loved. But they ain't worried about that. They worried about
So back to where we were is 911's dialed, and they come up and talk.
they come up, get off the bus. Why you causing a problem on the bus? Then I might say something wrong. Because, I tell them I pay my back. I play my music any kind of way I want to. No, you can't. I'm going to jail. Okay? Why? Because I'm playing my music too loud? I got a right to play my music anywhere I want to. That's freedom of speech. To play my music anywhere I want to. Long as I'm not being disruptive, nothing I can play my music. If the bus don't want to hear it,
Keller, the other thing that people forget is they have space to do these things. So if you are living outside in the city, you don't have a private place to go listen to music. You don't have a private place to drink, and there's no private area for you to be, and the city is making it illegal for you to be anywhere and be a human being and do anything. I mean, basically, you're talking about some